Hello everyone, thank you for joining this session. Today we're gonna talk about building speaking confidence, overcoming the fear of mistake in EFL. An issue that affects many EFL learners, the fear of making mistake when speaking. Our focus will be on practical strategies to help students build their speaking confidence and shift their mindset from fear to growth. So here is about the outline for presentation today. The first about speaking anxiety, and the second about common causes of speaking anxiety, and the third is about strategies to build confidence in speaking, and the last one is about summary. Let's start by recognizing a common challenge in EFL classroom: speaking anxiety. Among the four main skills of English, reading, listening, writing, and speaking often causes the most stress for learners. Why? Because it happens in real time. There is no change to erase or revise, and it feels very personal. Many students are afraid of making mistakes, especially in pronunciation, grammar, or choosing the wrong vocabulary. They worry about what others might think if they say something incorrectly. As a result, they might stay silent during speaking tasks, avoid volunteering in class, or even lose motivation to learn. This presentation is meant to help us understand where this fear comes from and how we can help learners build the confidence to speak even if they make mistake, because in reality mistakes are not something to fear. They are a normal part of learning. And next slide is about common causes of speaking anxiety. The first one is fear of negative judgment. The second is limited vocabulary or grammar knowledge. The third is lack of speaking opportunities. And the fourth is past experiences of embarrassment, and the last one is perfectionism. So let's take a closer look at the most common causes of speaking anxiety in EFL learners. The first, many students are afraid of negative judgment. They worry that their classmates or even their teacher will laugh at them, criticize them, or think less of them if they make a mistake. This fear can be especially strong in teenagers or adults who are very self-aware. The second, some learners feel insecure about their vocabulary or grammars. They may hesitate to speak because they're unsure how to form a sentence correctly or are afraid of using the wrong word. This makes them overly cautious. And the third, many students simply don't have enough opportunities to speak English. If the class is to focus on writing or reading, or if there are too many students, they don't get regular speaking practice. So when it's finally their turn to speak, it feels unfamiliar and scary. And the fourth is a bad experience in the past, like being laughed at for a mistake or being corrected harshly can leave a lasting impact. That one moment of embarrassment can make a learner avoid speaking for a long time. And finally, perfectionism is a big barrier. Some students set very high standards for themselves. They don't want to speak until everything is perfect, their grammar, pronunciation, fluency. But the problem is, waiting for perfection leads to inaction. They speak less and their fear grows. As a teacher, recognizing these causes can help us create a classroom environment where these fears are gently reduced. And today, I will be sharing some practical strategies to help you build confidence when speaking English. Whether you are a beginner or more advanced learner, these tips can help reduce anxiety and make you a more effective communicator. The first one is practice regularly. Confidence comes with practice. Like any skill, speaking English gets easier the more you do it. You can start by talking to yourself in front of a mirror, recording your voice, or chatting with a friend in English. The goal isn't perfection, just keep speaking. The second is change your mindset about mistake. Many learners are afraid of making mistake, but mistakes are not bad. They are how we learn. Even native speakers make grammar errors sometimes. If you shift your mindset and see mistake as a learning opportunities, you will feel more free to express yourself. The third is expand your vocabulary gradually. Having more vocabulary gives you confidence because you can express yourself more clearly. But don't try to memorize long word lists. Instead, learn word in context through sentences, stories, or conversation. And the fourth is listen and imitate. Listening is a key part of speaking. By listening to English through podcasts, shows, or YouTube, you improve your pronunciation and sentence rhythm. Try repeating what you hear, a technique called shadowing. It helps train your mouth and ear together. The fifth is start small and build up. You don't have to start with long speeches. Begin with small, simple phrases like greeting or introducing yourself. Once you're comfortable with that, build up to longer conversation. Think of it like building blocks. And the sixth, surround yourself with English. Immersing yourself in English helps you think in English. Change your phone setting to English, read social media posts in English, or journal daily. The more you surround yourself with the language, the more natural it feels to speak. The seventh, get feedback and use it. Feedback helps you grow. Ask someone you trust, like a teacher or language partner, to correct your mistakes gently. Try not to feel bad about it. See correction as a gift that makes you stronger and more confident. And the last one, prepare for speaking situation. Preparation reduces fear. If you have to speak in a certain situation, like an interview or class presentation, practice in advance. You can write down your points and rehearse. It's like studying before a task. It makes you more confident. And we come to the last session is about summary. Remember, speaking a new language is an ongoing journey, not a sprint. It's all about taking one step at a time. And if you stumble or fall, it's okay. Each mistake is a chance to learn and grow. So don't be too hard on yourself. Every bit of progress, no matter how small, is a win. So whether it's nailing the pronunciation of a tricky word or feeling more comfortable in a conversation, give yourself a pat on the back. You are improving, and that's something to celebrate. I think that's all about my presentation today. I do really apologize if I have a lot of mistakes in speaking. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.